Alright, so I've ironed my shirt, shaved my beard, the autofocus is actually on this time. Production quality has never been higher. So, what are we delving into today? Join me in the abyss, friends. But what am I talking about today? Surely I can't be here to tell you that Toby Maguire of Spider-Man fame is actually a duck and not a human being. Duped! A duped ya! That's exactly what I'm here to talk about. Let's go! Alright, let's get into the meat of this bird. Tobus Vincent Maguire, born in 1975 in Santa Monica, California, started his life with passions of becoming a baker, most likely to get that bread. But his mother paid him off to take acting lessons, no doubt to try and help him blend into society with humans. He left high school at a young age, pursuing a career in acting, and boy howdy did that duck fly. But I know what you're thinking. I'm just some quack with a degree. Maybe you'll hear it from the duck's mouth himself. Reenactment time, cause I don't want copyright. We were trying on all these different suits, and it has the webbing in it. I tried suits on that the webbing was part of the pattern, and then I tried a suit on where the webbing was three-dimensional. They're separate pieces, like on top of the suit. That's what sort of put it over the top for me, because it added dimension to the suit. Okay, so Toby's years of media training has kind of mellowed him out a bit, and he doesn't really reveal a lot about himself in his interviews. But you can tell from this one that Toby's very interested in the webbing of the suit. Actors need something that they can ground themselves in larger-than-life performances, and for Toby, what grounded him in this performance of Spider-Man was the webbing on the suit that very much reflected the webbing of his feet on the ground, as a duck has. Next. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? You just try to find something that, piques my interest. I get curious about it, and I want to go and dive into that. It's more of a feel thing, more than anything else. Ducks are waterfowl. Waterfowl like ponds. Toby's constant relating to the duck lifestyle is in fact not a coincidence, and he is trying to relate himself to other ducks in hiding in the industry. And the last one that really tells us the sad truth behind Toby's art is this. I really like movies where the character has true dimension and feels like a real human being to me. You see, this is the essence of what Toby has to fight. The industry, hell, the entire world doesn't think that a duck can relate to us, the human experience. But I think a duck is exactly what we need to tell us how to be human these days. So much of our life is caught up in technology. Ducks know what humans have been for years, eons. They've seen our story. So Toby is a duck. I've proven this to you. But what duck is he? Is he a harlequin? Surf Scout? Smew? There are so many ducks, y'all. So to break down the list of all the ducks there are, I took a little bit of information. What do we know about Toby? Santa Monica, that's where I was born. Here are all of the ducks that come from the Santa Monica area, and I'm gonna pick them up because I don't want to be messy. So how do you find out what duck is what duck? What it look like? Easy. Now, people don't really describe what people look like on the internet in a list form, because that would be terrible. That would be so hurtful and a terrible thing to do to anyone. Luckily enough though, I found some sort of strange Chinese website that no longer exists, I've looked it up, that had a distinct description of Toby Maguire. Toby has dark brown hair, round sea blue eyes, a small nose, broad shoulders, and not tall. So from these descriptions, we can actually really easily break down the list just with one item, dark hair. Male ducks have very colorful plumage to try and attract women ducks, which I'm all about. You go for it, falcated duck. You go, wood duck. You get some. So from the list of ducks with dark plumages, we've literally only got these couple ones that are also in the Santa Monica area. So we need one more signifier, and the one that's the most obvious is Toby's ocean blue eyes. They're a defining part of his brand, and honestly, there aren't many ducks with blue eyes. I think there's one white duck with blue eyes, but it's not in the Santa Monica area, and it doesn't have a dark plumage. So, what do? Is all of the things I've just said up to now random coincidences, and this is just sort of a madman rambling? Is any of this worth anything? have I just wasted mine and your time? No, because I found it. I found the missing piece. It's the ruddy duck. You see, the ruddy duck doesn't have blue eyes, it has black eyes, but its beak is a very defined ocean blue. I'm proposing that Toby Maguire's eyes aren't his eyes at all. They're his beak, shining through whatever mascara or cover-up he's using. Toby Maguire's beautiful brand-defining eyes are the ruddy duck's beak. Now, why am I saying all of this? Why am I outing Toby as a duck? He obviously wants it to be a secret, and just outing people like that's really kind of insensitive to their own wishes. But I think it's very important that Toby comes out as a duck to the industry. It's important to understand the background of a performer to their art. Toby has said in interviews he likes playing underdogs, outsiders. As a duck in a human society, he is the ultimate outsider. Understanding this relationship between the actor and the character builds a second layer of appreciation for the art. Hollywood is becoming more and more homogenized, and it's great to see an actor who isn't just another white buff dude making it in the big leagues. Toby is an inspiration to waterfowl everywhere. He's had problems with school, dealing with alcohol, gambling. These are insurmountable challenges for a duck, but they're part of human urge, and that's what Toby's looking to do, relate to humans. It's a chase to feel human. You can relate to it, can't you? Trying to feel human? To feel real? Everyone else doesn't seem to have to act real. Why is it so hard for you to be real? What's wrong with you? Also, look at this funny photo. Quack, quack. So what did we learn today? Well, often the background of an actor seeps its way into a character's performance. And I think that's something that should be celebrated. It's something that's very, very integral in art, what the performer puts into it. But in film, it's multiple people's personalities into the one character, not just the writer and director, but the actor themselves as well. We also learnt that if you look into things hard enough and close enough, you can say any random shit and make it seem just a little bit plausible. Well, thank you. That has been another great lecture. Once again, if you have any contradictions or anything to say, you're welcome to come into my comment section, but I will have you know that I am a master in bird law and I will destroy all of you. I do have a degree.